For those of you out there who've always wanted to purchase a sailboat and sail it down and into the Bahamas, this is the channel for you. My name is Michael Potts and I live on this Scepter 36-foot sailboat. And I have hundreds of videos documenting my journey all the way down the eastern seaboard and into the Bahamas, and now I'm on my way back. In the last video, I made my way into New York City at night at about 2 in the morning and managed to find an anchorage right behind the Statue of Liberty. Now this anchorage isn't that great, it's really rocky because of boat traffic. If you stick around a little further in the video, I'm going to show you a sneaky, secret anchorage in that area that's really calm and has good holding. Welcome to the Sailing EV YouTube channel, where you can become a digital deckhand by subscribing right now. Hit the like button and join me as we explore and sail around this world. One of my Patreon supporters and friend Thomas invited me to stay where he had his boat docked at 500 Washington in New Jersey. As you know from the last video, don't have much time. I got to get up the Hudson and into Lake Ontario. So I spent one precious day with Thomas, and that's in this video. So stick around as we explore New Jersey and make our way up the Hudson River. Let's get into the video. All right, we are downtown New Jersey here. All right, let's go over to she's such a beautiful boat. Look at her. I know she looks rough. Look at her going. Look at that. Beautiful sailboat. All right, so let's have a look at some of these boats that are here. And in a minute here, I'm going to tell you how much it cost for a super yacht like this one. How much do you think it cost for that vessel to be here? Apparently this vessel alone is... Imagine a ridiculous number. Really? For a tender? So guess how much it cost this boat to be here for one day in downtown New York, this vessel here. So super yacht owners are very private, and I didn't want to get Thomas in trouble here, but on their website, it's $95,000 per week plus expenses. You can find out the actual price if you watch this video on my Patreon page. That is crazy. Crazy amount of money. Who lives on these sort of yachts? Look at this. Look at this thing. Just a beast. She's a ship. Incredible. Typical New York, there's just helicopters everywhere. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. All right, so we're gonna go and we're gonna see Thomas right now on Moonlighter 2. We're gonna take his dinghy to a steakhouse. It's gonna be great. Stick around. Florida tags. Moonlighter 2. Been a while since I've been here. All right, let's see what Thomas is up to. All right, so I'm here on Moonlighter 2. We're in New York. All right, look at this, guys. Look at Thomas's view. Look at where he sits at night. Imagine this. This is Thomas World. Look at this. Ah, oh, you got a view of the... Look at this. Wow. Something very special. All right, so we have a sponsor, guys, and on this channel, I'm not too sure about sponsors. I'm not in this for money, okay? I don't think I'll ever make any money off this. I might be able to pay for the occasional provision or diesel or something, and I appreciate that, all the people that have donated and helped me out with the channel. However, we are now at the point where multiple companies have reached out to me and asked me, hey, would you consider collaborating? And in this instance, I said yes, because it's an anchor company. Okay, it's a company called Tight Line Anchors. So they've sent me 2 boxes. All right. And what I'm planning on doing is unboxing this in front of you now, and I'm gonna use it for a few weeks. And then if I like the product, I'm gonna make an affiliate link where we'll get there. Don't worry about that. Let's take a look. Now, these are smaller anchors that are used for dinghies and kayaks, okay? That's all I know about this company. I'm gonna put this thing through the ringer, and we are gonna see if this product is actually worth what it's for. All right, so let's take a look. So, I have been speaking with the one of the owners of Tightline Anchors. As you can see the Tightline tape, and he's quite a cool guy. You know, some people, you know, when you meet certain people and they're authentic people. He's an authentic person. You can just tell. Look at this. This is the K5 grapnel anchor. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So this is meant for essentially dinghies, and this company stands by this anchor. Look at that. We're here to help. Send us your email with comments, questions, or suggestions. Very cool. So it comes all boxed up. So Thomas was telling me from Tightline that this steel will literally last forever. He was saying, you know, long after we're all dead, this thing will still be around. Now, its unique design allows you to keep it inside the dinghy, and it's not gonna be in your way. You can store it away. You could put it in a small bag. So this right away feels to me very sturdy. Oh yeah, this is amazing. Incredible. I mean, essentially, my 35-pound anchor isn't much bigger than this, and it holds my boat, my yacht of, you know, almost 15 tons. I like how you can fold it up like this. And you could throw this in a knapsack. You could throw it into your dinghy. It's not going to pierce the side of your dinghy. It's not going to get in your way. You're not going to trip over it. You could put this in a waterproof bag and keep it out of the salt water regardless, even though it wouldn't matter. Apparently this is really good steel. We are going to definitely try this out and see how well she does. All right, so there's also a second box here. Let's see what's in the second box. What could be in here? Why would you want an anchor like this? For one, if you're gonna go ashore, let's say if you were on a canoe trip, all right? Or you had an inflatable dinghy that you were carrying with you. This is the type of anchor that's not heavy, okay? It's not heavy. It's not gonna be something that's weighted down where you're carrying it through the woods. This is something you can throw in a pack, okay? It's gonna stay there out of the way. And yet it folds out into an anchor that's actually going to hold. Look at this. So Tightline also sent me this. And this is the reflective anchor rode. Look at that. Very cool. I got some Tightline stickers. We're going to put those on Evie. So look at that. And it even has a K5 swivel. Oh, you get a free lure with it too. Isn't that cool? Look, guys. I can tell right away. Look at the design here of this anchor. Look at that, eh? Isn't that cool? Wow. All right, so if you really support the channel and you're into if you like this already, I'm gonna put a link in the description down below. But I'm gonna try it out over the next few videos here. We're gonna test it out and see how well it holds. But if you want to go ahead and buy one of these and support the channel at the same time, click the link in the description down below. There's an affiliate link there. Every time you buy one of these, it helps the channel out. So you're supporting me by supporting Tightline Anchors. All right, get yourself some reflective rode. I mean, it's kind of an anchor is an essential thing that you must have, especially for a dinghy. Never do work on a dinghy unless you have, never get on a dinghy unless it has an anchor. Okay, you have to be able to deploy the anchor. If the engine fails, you can just float off into oblivion. And that's the truth. You always want to have a spare, and maybe this is a good spare for you, you know, something that you could deploy. If you have any floating devices that you're using on your vessel, and you want to make sure your kids are safe, you want to make sure your family's safe, this is something that you can stow away for emergencies and fold out, and it'll work really well for you. All right, click the link in the description down below, and let's support Tightline Anchor. It looks good to me, but we're gonna try it out. It's kind of interesting. I think that's a Disney. Is that usually Disney cruise lines have the blue hull. I don't know. If you're ever in Miami, any Disney cruise line has blue hull. Anyway, Thomas and I are gonna go out and eat some steak. We're here in New York. Look at this place. Look at New York in the distance here. Moonlighter 2, private, no boarding. Here we go. We are gonna take a little ride in Thomas's skiff here in Jersey City. What a beautiful night. This is what it's about, guys. This is what it's about. Let's go cruise around on a boat in New York Harbor. Like, I mean, that's the coolest thing you could possibly do. Let's go do it. Alrighty, I'm with Thomas. We're gonna go for a steak at some place somewhere in Manhattan. Look at that, Manhattan's right there. Let's go for a cruise right out on the water in Manhattan. Let's do it right now.
Hello, YouTubers.
Yes.
Let's go.
Evie's over there. Let's see what we can see in Manhattan Harbor. Let's go for a ride. Thomas is right. It's actually Jersey City Marina. It's nowhere near Manhattan, right?
Well, it's right over there, but
so by the way, don't listen to what I'm saying. All right, so let's go for a ride out on the harbor of New York. Look at this shit. Look at this. He's got GPS. This is great. Let's go for a ride. Wow, crazy. Go now. Look at this shit. We're gonna run into the wall, bro. Oh yeah, that was fun.
big number on the hull, and you know it's.
Isn't that cool? Manhattan Yacht Club. What's up, guys? We're sailors, not powerboaters. At heart. Well, I am anyway. I don't know about Thomas here. All right, so we're at Liberty Landing right now, and if you look here, there's the fuel dock. We're just heading towards the fuel dock. Is the restaurant on the right or left? Or
on the right side.
It's on the right side? Okay. So we're gonna head into
Surf City.
Surf City right now. That's where we're going. All right. But unfortunately, the canal is closing within a few weeks from now, so I had to make my way up the Hudson River. As promised, we're going to talk a little bit about a sneaky anchorage that I found when I was going to the Bahamas here in New York. And there's the one behind the Statue of Liberty, but it's too rocky. There's big boats that go by, so it's not very comfortable at nighttime. So if you go right behind the Statue of Liberty into this little area here, there's a good place to anchor. There's also a great spot in front of Central Park, and it's listed as an anchorage on the charts. So consider that anchorage as well. Eventually it was time to leave, and I made my way up the Hudson River, which took me about 16 hours to get all the way up to this point here. And now it was crunch time. I really had to start thinking about taking the mast down and getting everything sorted out in order to get into that canal and safely make it into Lake Ontario before the canal closed. Now, I talked to the guys at the canal company, and they said to me, yeah, you should be okay. And at first they were like, if you're in the canal, you're gonna have to have yourself lifted out if it closes. But that isn't true, and you'll find that in future videos. we are 20 nautical miles south of Catskill. We still have a good amount of time to get through the canal. I think we can do it by the 13th. The canal closes on the 16th. So that gives us a 3-day window if I can get this mast down tomorrow or the next day. We gotta pull this mast down, put it horizontally here on some wooden X's, get all this crap off the deck, get everything sorted out. Look at this beautiful place. It's really starting to look like Canada now with these trees and the sound of the forest. A lot of fish jumping today here. Very excited to get a little further north of here. We should be able to do that by tonight. I'm literally gonna sail until we get to Catskill. We have to be there. I need to get on the waiting list for mast removal, and then we'll get that done. So stick around. I'm gonna show you guys how much it costs to rip a mast down, what it looks like. Can you do it by yourself? You know, no. The process of it. It's a very common place. Catskill, New York is a very common place for people to rip their mast down that are heading down to the Bahamas. So if you're Canadian and you're coming down the Hudson, that's the best place to go. So we are gonna go to Mike Aguilera's old marina, okay, in Catskill, and we're gonna get this sorted out. So stick around, it's gonna be an interesting video. Wing on wing, 14 nautical miles left to Catskill. And then I'm gonna go into the marina and talk to the guy and get on the list. And then I'm gonna pull down the sails, fold them up, and get the tools that I need and come up with some sort of plan here, because we really don't have much time. I gotta get the mast horizontal and get moving, get into that canal. I have everything else that I need though. I just need to do that. So that's gonna be my mission. Look at that. It's a lot of big chunk of metal to get horizontal.
All right, digital deckhands and digital crew. In the next video, we make our way up the Hudson River. So stick around for that video. We managed to get into Catskill, where I tear down the mast. I'm gonna get into some details in the next video about what that costs and how to do it, so stick around. If you really like this sort of content, you can join my Patreon. The link is in the description down below. If you wanna buy one of those cool anchors from Tightline Anchor, click the link in the description down below. Really helps out the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Hit that like button. That's it for this video. Captain Michael signing out. We'll see you next Sunday at 8:45 a.m.